Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 17th of October. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery for today's reading. Let's see what the cards have to say. And I haven't used these in a while, so let me just show you what they look like, because I've always really liked this deck. Okay, so let's have a look at Sunday and what energy you'll be working with. So the first card is the Five of Wands. Then we've got Justice. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what this is about. The Five of Wands is a card that talks about conflict, and conflict that is not overly serious, and it's actually useful in discovering something about yourself, some sort of hidden talent. So usually we've got 5 boys, each one with a stick, and they're banging the sticks together, and it's about playing, and it's about messing around a little bit and discovering that you're really good at a certain thing because you pit yourself against other people. So it's testing your strength and your stamina and comparing yourself to other people, but in a playful way, not in a way that's overly serious or that brings up envy or resentment. It's about engaging with other people so that you can test yourself and see who you really are. In this card, it's a bit different. We've got a hand being held up like this. It's almost like a defensive gesture. So it may feel like you're being intimidated, but because it's the Five of Wands, the first thing I'd say is that if something seems daunting or dangerous, check that you're assessing the situation properly, because I think you may see things in a way that isn't particularly clear, or you may have an emotional reaction that's somewhat over the top. And something that's designed to be playful or something that's a joke may be taken the wrong way, and you can see it very seriously, and then you feel somewhat threatened and put upon. Also, the 5 wands aren't moving. In this card, they are lined up like a wall, and it seems to be a major block. So there's some sort of an obstacle that you're not, if this person was going to get through this obstacle, they'd go like this to pull the wands away, but they're going like this, saying stop. So it's almost like the wands are coming in, and it may feel like there's something that's encroaching on your space or your privacy or your time that you don't want to engage with. Try and see the joy in it, or try and see what you can gain from this situation, because wands have to do with purpose and life purpose and passion and things that make you feel alive. So something that may initially seem to be dangerous actually offers you something. So rather than pushing things away and turning your back on them, engage, see what each thing is about, and then you can make a real assessment. Next, we've got Justice. We've got the 8th card of the Major Arcana. Justice and Strength are sometimes switched around. Usually Strength is the 8th card, and I prefer that because 8 in numerology is about power and strength. And the 11th card is about Justice, and 11 is the master number of service. So the thinking being that justice is something that's meant to serve people. It's not this gavel that you hit people over the head with. But in this case, we've got justice meeting reason and the 8. So there's a powerful, I suppose, sense of justice here. And the justice card is usually the karma card. It's cause and effect. What you put in, you get out. Reason is different. It's holding a sword, and the scales aren't balanced. So very simply, that's really interesting actually. It's similar to this card because it says you can't totally rely on your reason 100%. You've also got to listen to your intuition, because you may see things in a way that are somewhat skew. And the sword is about ideas and perspective and the way you communicate. And they're actually having a conversation. So justice and reason are facing off, and what you feel to be just and fair may not be reflected to you in the real world. He's holding up a shield. So he's kind of defending himself from her, or there's certainly a barrier between the two of them. There's chainmail. He's wearing a helmet. And she's got the crown on. Okay, so you may feel like the way you see the world is absolutely right. And that needs to be echoed by everyone else in your life. Of course I'm right. I think it, therefore it's true. But other people may not see it that way and may actually offer a lot of resistance. That's what all the armor is about. To say, well, hang on a minute. You may think you're the queen with all these fabulous ideas, but that's actually incorrect. And I'm not going to let you get away with that. So the card is a warning to say, if you're super certain of something, then make sure it's accurate and factually correct. Don't just assume that you're right. And this crown here, it's almost like being somewhat arrogant. It's kind of like, I think it, therefore everyone else has to think it too. That's not going to work today. And double check that you've got the right information. And then if you do, don't or try not to be over the top in your expectations and demands of other people. You'll get some pushback. And with this card saying, stay away from me, it kind of relates to the knight up here. It's almost like before you even say anything, there may be an unwillingness to cooperate with you, and vice versa. You may not have a real appreciation for being asked to do things by other people, and your immediate gut response will be, no, I don't want to. I've got enough on my plate, thank you very much. So if you're working with other people, if you're in a family situation, just be careful about the way you present things and try not to present them as absolute truths. Have a conversation instead. Make sure that you listen to other people's point of view, because his scales are balanced and yours aren't. So by listening to what he has to say, you may find something that helps you balance things out and things make sense and you become more reasonable as such. So the perspective and information is important, and being willing to learn and to listen to other people particularly is important. And by listening, you may see some sort of life purpose or path that appears when someone else actually presents you with it. But you're not going to hear it if you're saying, no, thank you. Finally, the Queen of Pentacles is a woman who is able to look at her circumstances and she's able to work with them very well. She's able to work creatively to make them more beautiful. She's got these fruit trees behind her and she's abundant and prosperous. She's also wearing a crown, but she's actually earned the crown because she works hard. So she's got to a position of comfort, all these beautiful robes here, because she uses her strength in a consistent way. She works practically to get things done. So you have the ability to make your life more beautiful by working, by rolling up your sleeves and taking action in a practical sense. So that supports creativity. It supports sorting out your finances. It's managing your day, and your time is going to be really easy with the Queen of Pentacles behind you. Also, if you're thinking about your health, the way you exercise, the way you eat, your diet, that's something that you can tweak and redesign and make it more positive. So what this is saying is that the ideas that you have and this sense that you're grand and that you deserve certain things just because you're you, reassess that and be willing to listen to others. Let them inspire you, and then take that inspiration and work with it in a practical sense, because you can really make progress on your life purpose. You can, one, become aware of it. You have to work a little bit to receive it though. Once you do have it, you can take really concrete, practical action steps to get you to a better position in life. But the key thing is to be willing to learn and to listen. Number-wise, we've got 8 and 1 is 9 and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is about freedom. So they're really amazing nuggets that you can receive from other people that you can then work with to free yourself of circumstances that don't please you, that are less than abundant, that may be oppressive and difficult. You have a lot of control here, and you can make it happen for yourself. But open-mindedness and willingness is the key. So I hope you have a lovely day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to Audio Reading with me. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, please. Hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a fabulous Sunday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.